Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream podcast of Tip Off Truth Show. Your host, Nick Henry, and co-host Grant here in the top corner, and Tristan here is the guest. I'm on stream. They can see me. Today, like we usually do, we talk about the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. So, we're trying to grow, like any really kind of media platform. But, we're just here to spread the truth here on the live stream. Because I really like doing this. I think we all like doing this little live stream here. But yeah, we're going to get started here with, once everyone starts kind of rolling in, but today, we just need to crack down on, guys, we just need to crack down on how, corrupt, the media is. Like, like, name really anything. They only care about the narrative in any situation.
What do you mean by that?
Like, take the Kyle Rittenhouse case. That was an attack on the Second Amendment. That had nothing to do with anything else.
Yeah, because they were calling him racist and stuff.
Exactly. How is it racist?
Yeah. Yeah. So
No, he shot white people. So.
Exactly.
So I actually have a story that I mentioned about this. So like the media, my sister just came home from college at UTC, University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, and so she's not a real political person like I am, but she watches the news every now and then, keeps up with the things, and so she came home, and we brought up the Kyle Rittenhouse case, and so she was like, "Oh, like, wasn't he like 17 and like was murdering these people for no reason?" And that was the complete opposite. So, like, she was like, why does a 17-year-old have an AK-47? How did he get that? And stuff like that. And I was like, have you like actually read the actual case and seen the actual videos of what actually happened? She's like, no. I was like, that's what the media does to you.
Exactly.
They lie to you. They want you to believe that. Not only that, it's a big money chain that the media is trying to bring in. So the more people that follow the narrative and the more people that keep watching, the more money the media is going to get, and the more power not only the media will get, but that the government will get. Because they'll start to believe one side, which as of right now they're mostly following the Democrats. It's plain and obvious that the media has always, even since Donald Trump was elected, like even since Obama, like it's been corrupt for years. And so I think it's about time that we have people like young people and just like any person that calls the media out. That's one thing. Donald Trump, okay, he did not have a great personality. He also was not humble whatsoever. But one thing he actually did was call out the media about how fake their news was. We hear it all the time, like, fake news, and, like, every day. But, like, it's reality. Like, he was purposely calling out fake news because of all the lies they were spreading and all the power they were basically trying to get for the Democrats. And so, if you don't see it plain and simple, then you're blinded.
Yeah, they strike fear. They try to, strike fear into not only like their age group, but like, young adults and people our age, and they're not seeing the truth behind it. They don't read the full story, and the media doesn't tell the full story. Half the time, they don't even tell the real story. They only care about the narrative, like I said, and They only care about making money and not. I mean, it's just full of
It's
lies.
biased.
Yep, it's biased. It's corrupt.
Yeah. I totally agree. Sorry, go ahead, Tristan.
What's that like? Very biased news channel like CNN.
CNN,
Yeah,
easily.
easily.
Yeah.
CNN and Fox News.
It's literally Clinton News Network.
Mm, I don't even watch the news. So.
I mean,
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much every news channel, whether we're talking about Fox, CNN, MSNBC, even
on on
NBC,
on both sides, like Democrat and Republican. I mean, it's both
like
biased towards
Fox News is Republican mostly, except for Chris Wallace and um, some other reporters. But
Yeah.
CNN, MSNBC, NBC News, I mean, all very democratic news control centers.
Indeed.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So if you're trying to find the truth, you just have to go and do your own research.
And indeed, yeah, exactly. That's the
Exactly.
perfect answer right there. Don't one of the things our history teacher says is always go past the first page of Google. When you're researching something there,
Yeah.
because there is multiple. I mean, you look at the bottom, it's like multiple. Really, for anything, I mean. But that's another thing. Like technology has just evolved in this to like, it's either used for good or bad. I mean, in the ways it can be bad, like the media just corrupts everything. And I mean, like it can be used for good. Like the media can give good stories. I mean, but half the time, it's I mean, really all the time, it's just not. It's just crap. But I mean, on the other side of technology, like we're finding these new ways to like help people and stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah. I definitely will. I do say technology has. It's been a. It's been a. I want to say like a very interesting concept because us as young adults, we are addicted to internet and
Yes.
stuff like that.
It's
Mhm.
kind of crazy how like fast it's
Evolved.
yeah, like in a very short amount of time too.
I agree. And yeah, I mean the internet is just like changing every single day. So I mean that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, and I believe Instagram just rolled out. I believe today their new like these time things. So like you could put on in the settings like take a break, which is a great thing. Um, just
Do like
be
block it or something?
no, it's like I don't know how it works. It's literally I think it just dropped today. Um, and it's like you take a break from whatever, however long you want to do. And I think that's awesome. Like I think that's a really neat feature. But
You know,
yeah,
like the iPhone has like an app where it tells you like how much time you spend on your phone and how much time you spend on
Yeah.
each app.
yep. Your weekly
Weekly
report.
report.
Mm-hmm. And it's sad. I mean, I feel like we shouldn't be spending so much time on really social media, let alone our phones all the time.
Yeah.
And just like communicating like verbally, like face to face. Um, I mean, that's just I mean, I get like introverts, but like that's not just attacking. I'm not even attacking them. I'm not attacking them, but it's just like it might be hard for them. But like you need to get outside your comfort zone, and I mean just stop being on your phone all the time. I'm I'll be the first one to say like yeah. I mean I could see my weekly report right now. I'm sure it's through the roof of how many hours. I mean I think I need to take some time back on that too. I mean um, but it's just think about all like the time that could be used for something else.
Yeah.
I mean it could be anything. It could be anything. Um, like hobbies.
Yeah. Getting better at something.
Yeah.
Learning something new.
And then there is some people that just have too much time on their hands in some other areas. But
Well, and some people, because nowadays during the COVID, just quit work and file for unemployment. So
Yeah, they just sit there and get money, um, literally doing nothing. Right now we're talking about, we just kind of finished about talking how the media is corrupt, like, like the news. And then we just finished about Instagram just rolled out their new, it's not policy, but their new feature where you can, like, take a break or whatever. But really, if you guys are just tuning in, you can, ask us anything, literally like anything, like talk about any conversation starters. I know yesterday we were talking about food. We love that. Down in the YouTube section, or if you're watching on YouTube and not the live stream, leave comments down below. If whatever thing, if you even want to join this, please comment down below.
and some more topics.
More topics, because I mean that just gives both of us, the listener and us, to talk about like anything really. So, but
Yeah, so there was a article actually that I was reading on CNN. I know, guys. I know. I did do my information.
yeah, but at least he's doing research though.
Did do my information after I read the article, and it was true. And fact checkers did this, so.
Now you can't like, who's fact checking the fact checkers?
Yeah, I know.
Like how do we know the fact checkers are, spitting facts? Like, I mean, I think that's a pretty fair argument. Hey, yeah, if you want to join this, you don't have to. It's just Grant, Tristan, and it's I want this to be professional. I don't want anyone to, like, I think this would be professional as if you show your face. But
Wait, who is that? I can know him.
I think that's Justin. Anyway, so you're reading about the CNN.
Yes.
What subject was being presented there?
We pay attention to it every single day when we're outside. How about them gas
Oh,
prices?
climate. Oh, I thought you were about to.
Yeah.
Oh.
Them gas prices.
Mm.
So under the Trump administration, as of November 21st of 2020, the national average of gas was $2.11. Now, you might be wondering, what do you guys think the national average is of gas?
$3.
How much?
$3. $3.50.
$3.40.
Oh, dang.
So, if we do the math here, just do the math, because why not?
I think it's like $6 in California.
I thought it was like 6 or 7 in Florida, whatever. I don't know. It's crazy.
Insane.
It's crazy. I will say the last time I filled up, but like when I fill up, okay, it really depends on like when you fill up and like how much you're filling up, because not the last time, not not the last time I filled up, but the one previous to that one, I spent like $52, but the last one I just did was like 42. So like, but I also filled up at different times. Like the ones that I spent 52 was like just below quarter, and the one that I filled up just recently was above quarter. So it's really like whenever you fill up.
I went from spending $20 on gas to 60
Same.
now.
Yeah. I went from
How much it cost me to get gas?
like 18. 30.
Yeah, 30. So
A lucky
I went
duck.
from paying $20 to $30, which isn't like it's not like
Yeah.
Tristan's $40 difference.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay.
Drive.
I drive a Nissan Sentra.
Well,
Okay.
I drive a lifted truck, so.
He drives. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I mean, it's kind of on me, but like I do, and I only can work one day a week, and it's only for like 6.5, 7 hours, and I get paid pretty good for just working that. Excuse me, and that's the gas that I spend is half the paycheck because of how expensive it is, or if half or
Insane.
a quarter, if not half. So
Insane.
yeah,
I can only work on breaks, like school breaks.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's tough for us, like like I don't want to say like our generation, but like our age group, because we're getting into that stage where we have to either, I guess,
Start working.
yeah, start working, move out, go into like a career, or if not work up to that career, and with I'm not just blaming it on gas prices, but like just
But I think it's good to start working at this age
yeah,
and
I know, I
making
think it is
numbers
too,
if you
because
can, because you learn responsibilities and
hmm and
just starting to get into life and stuff.
that's another issue is back to politics, is where we're having these career politicians just sit in office and not experience the jobs that we have, like what we're doing. Like Tristan, you got construction, Grant. I mean, a simple job. Target, whatever. I mean, and then I work at a bakery. I mean, these simple jobs they don't understand. Like they only understand is their office in Washington there, or whatever. I mean, like if you're in a government position. And so I feel like we were talking about this earlier in school, that we need to work on term limits, or getting term limits for these career politicians, because they'll make these statements like, oh, I'll do this, woe is me, and they don't do it, and they get elected, don't do it, and then they just restart the process and just start grinding up money. So I mean, it's like,
There are
how is that fair to us? If anyone wants to respond to that.
there are multiple examples of long-term politicians. I'll just name the popular three. Actually, I'll name the popular four: Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, and Chuck Schumer.
Joe Biden, I know, has 40 plus years in office, like in a government, like political.
You know, if he wins this next election, it'll be 50.
That's insane.
I don't think he's gonna
50,
win
50 years
He's not. He's
in
not.
politics. 50 years in politics. Just think about that right now.
though. He still doesn't know how to do it.
If you haven't gotten your job done in the first 4 years or whatever, however long you were at whatever position, something's not working. Can we agree on that? Something's not working there. So why are you not fixing whatever you said you're going to fix? And it's taking 50 years or whatever position you are in government
Joe
there.
Biden being Joe Biden, he's gonna be like, oh, the Republicans didn't agree with me. Well, that's your fault for not trying to work it out with the Republicans. You can't just blame Republicans for not wanting to agree, not voting on something. It's called negotiation, buddy.
And that's
That's how bills work. That's how agendas work.
that's one thing I
You have to
will.
have bipartisan support.
Yeah.
In order for it to pass.
The one thing I'll diss on is that Republicans, like back then, like our founding fathers, like there were. I mean, I don't even think there was like Democrats and Republicans. Like, it was two different. I mean, I guess how that kind of evolved into Democrats and Republicans. Like, you need to work together. I mean, there needs to be that kind of like, I think this way and I think this way, so we can come to a middle standing ground there and make a decision to further, because you need to look at the bigger picture. If you're just looking at the small little picture right here, what's going to benefit you and your life, then that's, I mean, what are you doing in office? Like, you need to look at the bigger picture and what's going to last you, because that's what the four founders founders were believing is the bigger picture. They weren't looking at like, oh, how it's going to benefit me in like the next 30 years. They were looking at how it's going to build America, 200, 300 plus years. And that's what we're not doing today, and that we need to start doing.
Politicians are elected servants.
Yeah, they're public servant. Yeah, they're supposed to serve
So,
us.
in fact, I'm still amazed that he got 81 million votes, but that's besides the point. 81 million people voted for him.
I think
And
half of them are not even true.
I mean, like,
Even if there were 81 million, like, okay, there's no way. If I were to go and ask someone that voted for Joe Biden right now, would you still vote for that or for him? And would, like, do you like what, like, where did you see this going, and what do you think of him now? Like literally, like, what do you think of him? Like, I just want to know.
yeah. So I think I actually wrote this in a book report. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. 3 in 10 Americans agree with the um, job that Kamala Harris is doing.
I feel like she hasn't
And
even
her,
done anything.
I haven't heard a single thing about her.
Exactly.
Ever since she started, I haven't heard a single thing.
yeah, she hasn't.
Like, I don't want to say like this because I mean it was true. I mean you're always hearing about Trump and Mike Pence just like always doing something, and even Trump's wife, like, doing stuff that I haven't even heard of Joe Biden's wife. Like, no, he does. The only thing I heard, the only thing I heard
Forget about the,
is the Christmas ornaments that she like put up, whatever. That's the only thing I've heard about. That she's done. You know, even Michelle Obama. I mean, I heard about her and what crap things she did to the schools and stuff like that.
Yeah, it took away all our freaking good food.
Yeah. You need to do that Coke Zero, baby.
you know what's the funny
We
part?
eat pizza now.
Yeah.
That's the funny part. Joe Biden didn't even make those decorations. It was her students. So she didn't do anything. She just had people put it up, and their kids did the work. So she didn't really do it.
I don't understand, dude.
I do appreciate Joe Biden though for being a teacher. I know being a teacher is kind of rough. So I love teachers. Teachers definitely deserve more, in my opinion. I believe teachers should be getting paid much more than what they're getting paid right now.
For what they have to go through.
I know. For the nonsense they have to deal with kids. Even, like, I ask my teachers every day, like, do you genuinely, like, enjoy your job? And they're like, of course. Love seeing you guys every single day. And I'm like, I don't understand how you can, like, handle some kids, because some of these kids are just nonsense and idiots.
Yeah.
And they're like,
some freaking guy in my school got expelled today for saying he was going to shoot up the school, and he got arrested.
Well, yeah, you can't do that. Like, okay, this is another thing. This is another big subject that needs to be probably discussed over several podcasts, if not like all of them. Freedom of speech is being attacked right now, and that's one of those special cases. I feel like in freedom of speech, like, you can't just say, because I know for a fact you get arrested for saying, like, if you're in like a crowded place, like say like a movie theater, and you say like, oh, there's a fire, and there's not a fire there, you get arrested. And like, I mean, whoever got arrested for saying like, I'm gonna shoot up the school, or whatever, got expelled and arrested. Like, you can't, like, why would you threaten that? Like, that's not.
What the?
that's just stupid. That's just common sense. You don't say that.
Um,
Especially after what just happened in Michigan. Like,
exactly, yeah. But our freedom of speech is definitely getting attacked. For instance, here's an example. I know we're like kind of like relating it to back to, like, I feel like Trump is involved with everything here, but he got removed from every social media platform. And don't think that texting and calling or whatever is not freedom of speech, because it is. It's a part of you typing, and that's your words. And so he got removed from every social media platform. Tell me that's not like his freedom of speech getting, taken away from him.
it's sad. There is a article I was reading from the Conservative Party, and basically it was talking about you guys know who David Icke is?
The what?
David Icke.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay, so David Icke is essentially, describe him because like he's basically I don't know how to describe. Like I think he's also like he's kind of like what Ben Shapiro does essentially.
Okay.
And he was talking about on like some I don't know why. He was questioning about how if COVID-19 is like fake, right? Claiming that I forgot what it was. But because he was like saying that COVID's like fake, Facebook and YouTube banned him.
Really?
Literally just like deleting his whole platform. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like think about this. If they're able to take away someone, or like if because they're able to regulate, like they're able to regulate. Oh, that's bad. Like how, like why would they be able to say what's good and what's bad, right?
Yeah.
So like if they're able to say that, then they're gonna be able to make any rule. Like if I say like, okay, Tristan, here let me give you an example. Like let's say I said I want to punch you in the face, but I actually don't do that. Like right, I can say that, and then it's different for me. Like I can say like I want to punch you in the face, and then actually doing it, right? So like
Yeah.
actually doing it, you know, and if I were 18 or whatever, I mean that would be assault. So, but you know, saying it right, like that's your. I mean that's. I mean that. I mean, bear with me here. I mean, that's your freedom of speech, right? Um, where am I?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So if they're saying like, I'm trying to think of like an example is what I'm trying to think
What
of.
if you just like you go up to just anyone and say that? I mean, that's a threat.
Yeah, like say like I want to punch you in the face, but like not actually like they get to regulate like what you like say like I don't know like I hate the color blue, right? Let's say if like I said that or something, um, and they say oh that offends me, or whatever, so I'm gonna cancel you and I'm gonna take away that like that's what we're basically saying here, Tristan. I saw that facial. That's
Yeah.
what like if they start regulating, if they
I
start
mean,
doing that.
that's what like they do to celebrities already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
If you
I'm
say one
there.
wrong thing, I mean,
There you go. Canceled. There you go.
yeah.
I'm t-
Especially with the YouTubers, like
it's
Fade
it
and Ross and all that.
it's happening now. It's happening right now, and it's scary to think about like you know our futures. Like if we don't do something about it right now, like that's why we're doing this podcast is to speak so everyone knows. Like I mean, I want to build this like I don't want to say fan base, but like people who and I feel like the term, you know, the term woke or whatever. Like we're not. They use that term so stupidly because like woke is um, like you're mentally like you know what's going on,
Like,
but like that's like more of like a liberal thing. So here I'm gonna look up the
Yeah.
meaning of woke. Woke is like alert to injustice in society, especially racism. A quote is like we need to stay angry and stay woke. Like that's I feel like it was a different meaning before. Like I feel like there's multiple things to this. Like I want people to like understand what we're like talking about. Like I want more people like our age to understand what's happening in our society because let me tell you before this year or really before Trump or whatever, everyone was like in the dark, really. Kind of like we didn't know what's happening, you know, with almost. I mean, I guess you could say social media or, you know, what's going on in Washington. And after,
I think it was still kind of new back then, still
yeah, but
with the
think,
whole internet and everything.
yeah, but like think about like when Trump, like he exposed everyone,
Well,
and what's happened.
especially because
And
when
so,
Trump went up for election, there was so much fake news and stuff going
yeah,
out. He had to address it because everyone was.
yeah,
It was not everyone in America. It was other countries doing it,
Yeah.
yeah,
like, um, Russia, and then I heard because I talked about this in my government class, but it was a bunch of people in India and stuff doing it too,
hmm,
just spreading a bunch of stuff so people wouldn't vote for him
yeah,
because they know they can control a more democratic presidency.
yeah.
So,
And there you go. There's another example of, people rigging stuff.
Republican rigs it too, but
Yeah, yeah,
they kind of have to. You can't just if the other party's doing it, you can't just win against that by not doing anything.
well, I feel like we just need to stop it altogether. Just why are we they're playing the game. They're doing. They're playing the game. Uh,
I have a feeling if we try to stop it, it's not going to stop. It's just going to keep on. There's going to be some form of uh, what is it called? Rigging.
no, I think we can, because if hear me out. Think about it here on the local level right now. Let's say, because right now, I can call up the county commissioner of my district, because it's posted online and of my district, and I can do that. But think about us, all of us, if we really want something done, and bear with me, we're just right here on the state level. We can let's say we want something, I don't know. Let's say there's a whole bunch of potholes or whatever on this certain highway. We all call them. We all call them. Whoever's in charge of that, and get we all call them, email them, whatever. They'll get it done. The majority. I don't know if it's the peer pressure or whatever, but they have to, right? But now think of it on a federal or a Washington level now. What if we start emailing them, calling them, whatever, saying because by definition they're public servants, and technically this is kind of bad, I feel but for them to stay getting votes or whatever, they would have to do stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's such a scumbag way to do stuff.
Yeah.
But that's
Our country is run by people, but
yeah, we
not really,
the
but
people.
it's still,
It should be.
it can't just be solely ran by the people,
Right.
But there has to be still.
That's why we elect officials to do that. That's why they're called public servants.
Yeah. But the power just I don't know.
Yeah, well, power,
Yeah.
money corrupts them. So
And actually, you know what's quite interesting? My grandfather he's part of the Oregon legislature, and it's crazy because we look at what's happening in DC, but we don't actually look what's happening in our local and state um, Senate and House. For example, I looked up um, my county representative. Her name is Susan Lynn, and she's the representative from Mount Juliet, and she's part of the legislature at the Tennessee Capitol, of course. And so I'm probably gonna email her tomorrow and just try to I guess meet up would sound kind of interesting, but I kind of want to meet her so I can address the problems that are not only happening in our state but also happening in Juliet, Tennessee. So I think starting with the local
mhm.
government people would be a great way to start,
And
instead of talking to your federal people like Bill Haggerty and Marsha Blackburn.
I want to address something that's pretty cool about our generation is a lot of us will be curious, like, oh, like they kind of like want to be included. So like, what if they start, like, if we kind of started, like, oh, people are contacting like these officials, like, how come, let's do something about that. So like, I mean, if people get interested, then we kind of started this chain reaction going into doing stuff. Like, if you start something and it works, like, oh wow, they this grant just called up this county commissioner or whatever and got this thing done, got like a meeting and everything. Let's fix more things. Let's do more things. I think that would be huge if we start doing that,
Yeah.
getting things done. I mean,
And Susan Lynn, I think is a pretty open-minded person. And she's also a Republican, so that's a good thing. But it's just like those types of things. Like starting at the local level is where you really have to start instead of
yeah, going big. Yeah,
yeah.
and I mean, I think it will work up to that. Like, you like doing it how you're gonna do it local level, then they start passing it on, going to federal, like Washington level there. I think that would work.
Because one issue actually of Mount Juliet is our infrastructure. Our railroads are kind of getting older and older. Our roads are, kind of beat up. I personally take a road home that literally has a bunch of potholes in it.
Yeah,
A
and
bunch.
and one thing
It's terrible.
one thing is I do every day, and I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, but I don't take that main road because okay, so how I used to is I take Mount Juliet all the way down to Tristan, where that gas station is, Central Pike to like right by that mulch place.
Yeah.
I take Mount Juliet and then turn left onto that Central Pike. But now what I've started to do is I don't want to sit in all that traffic, so I'm gonna go down and then turn right by the B-dubs, and then just go the back way and just cut through. It's like just a little small thing, and you just cut all the way across, and then just sit at the light, and there you go. Nice long
Where did all those people come from in the first place?
all the building they're doing behind. Take for instance the what's it called? What's it?
Like around like 5 or 4, it's just insane.
Yeah.
Like it's backed up all the way to Stewart's Bay.
Yeah. It's insane.
That's insane. That's like
They've built all those condos behind and stuff. Like like Martin's, whatever. Yeah.
they're gonna have to start like upgrading the freaking roads and the lanes. And the
Well,
lights.
they did on the bridge. I mean, they're still screwing around with the road there.
That's because someone wrecked into it and kind of broke it. But
Yeah, but like, okay, well, first off, they built Mount Juliet completely wrong.
yeah.
They did not think about it was gonna blow up like this, so they didn't think ahead. That's another thing. No one thinks ahead. No one thinks
Yeah,
ahead.
that's why I'm saying like our infrastructure needs to expand. So like this bipartisan
Grant-
infrastructure bill.
I will start going to meetings with you, like local meetings, if you want to start doing this. I'm down.
Yeah, I was just gonna. I'm probably gonna send Susan Lynn, our Mount Juliet representative, an email and talk. Try to have a sit down meeting with her, and I'm sure you could join us.
I'll be with you.
Because the infrastructure in Mount Juliet is just catastrophic.
Yeah.
You sit in Providence traffic, guaranteed for at least half an hour.
I took this video, and this was before. This was like when they were working on the bridge. So I took this video, and it was off the exit. Tristan, if you take Golden Bear, and like you're kind of going, like there's the hospital they just built. You go past that, then you're gonna get on the on ramp and to like basically go right and go around, and then go to Mount Juliet. That way.
Yeah.
So if you go that way, I was going that way for school one time because I was running a little late, and going onto that, getting off that exit right there, it was backed up onto the highway because of the light.
Yeah.
And there's these tractor trailers that sit there, and
The
it's
lights
literally
are
the
so
light.
messed
The
up.
lights are jacked up.
'Cause
I took a video and I said we are literally on the highway. And I'm taking a video of all around because I thought there was a crash, but no, it's the light. The people are just sitting here
they're
and
all
waiting.
They're all timed so poorly because one will turn green and then the next one will turn red.
Yeah, and then everyone's sitting in that intersection.
Red.
It's like sections. You move up by a section. You need to go through, and then like, I mean, it's just insane. The
They all
sensors,
turn green at the same time.
all the sensors are jacked up. All the sensors are jacked up.
That's one thing we have to obviously address. Our local and state representatives, and so they could pass a bill in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
For infrastructure.
Yeah.
So.
And I've been to the state capitol, and I've seen how it's done. I mean, it might take a while, but like, because I could probably email what's his face, Mark Pody, get something done about that. And he brings in guests all the time, and I'm pretty sure we can just go in there. I don't know if we can just go in there, but like, people like go up there and sit like at the thing. I don't know if it's public or you have to get invited, but like where they conduct, like where they're passing on the bills, like there's like an upper floor and you can like sit there and watch, or whatever, and you can see like what's being passed and stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. But yeah.
Dude, bro, I would give out a whole speech, bro.
Well, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can talk from up there, but like,
That'd be so cool if you could.
Yeah, you can't.
Just like be on like where like the senators are, because that's what Mark.
Yeah, they're all on the floor right there. They're all not like
So,
sitting on the floor, but like they're on the lower floor.
Like do a speech, bro. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, in front of all the senators.
Yes, bro. That'd be so cool.
That would
One
be.
One day.
I got to shake the lieutenant governor's hand, so it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, he is. He liked me. I was sarcastic, and he was like, "Oh, I like this guy right here."
Yeah, what bill did they introduce? Because didn't you like you met with Mark Pody?
I did.
I thought
they were passing. So there was like 35 on the agenda that day. They didn't even get through all of them. Yeah, that's how long it takes. Like there's this. Oh my gosh, this has nothing to do with the Democratic Party, but I don't know. I mean, it kind of does, but it was so. The majority of them are Republicans, senators in our state, and then there's like this little section of Democrats, and the Democrats would not stop talking. All they do is just talk, and just take up the time. I swear that's all they do. I swear I got sick just sitting there. Like, I don't, like, I just, like,
Filibustering.
I was like, yeah. Like,
It's where they, like, take up time so the bill doesn't pass.
Yeah. That's what I feel like they were doing. Because, I mean, it was just insane. Like, I feel like I got, like, this tired sickness, whatever, from just, like, sitting there the whole time.
Yeah.
It was a weird feeling.
It's insane. Well, yeah. I mean, Tennessee's a really red state.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Davidson County's not.
The major cities aren't.
Yeah, Davidson County.
The major cities are blue.
Davidson County's blue.
Nashville and Memphis are literally this past election. Nashville and Memphis were the only or Hamilton County and Davidson County were the only.
I think Knoxville switched to red.
Blue. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So did Chattanooga, which is very surprising because they have a Democratic mayor.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, there you have it right there. Like I said before, I mean, if you're just tuning in now to the live stream, anything you want to ask, you can ask. If you're watching from YouTube right now, just put in the comments whatever you want to ask, whatever. I don't care if you're dissing on us, whatever the heck you want to put in there. Just like start a conversation in the comments.
I could combat their answer as well.
I mean, we don't have to, like, I just want to like talk, like I just want to like conversate, like just discuss. But I think we might be ending the YouTube video here right now, but we might continue this live stream. And just a reminder, come into the live stream. So I'm going to be only uploading these podcasts to our new channel called the Tip Off Truth Show. But my live streams are going to be on my main account, Crazy Horse. The Crazy Horse is spelled with the Z is a 2 and the O is a 0. It's been a pleasure having Tristan on and Grant as usual. Derek will be on. We don't know when, but Derek will be showing up here soon. But I believe, yeah, we're going to be ending the video for YouTube now. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe onto the new channel, Tip Off Truth Show. That is, again, Tip Off Truth Show. Our new YouTube channel. And this is Nick signing out. Take care.